Hi friends, in this tutorial we'll try to understand what are EIP patterns using Apache Camel code examples. Now what is an EIP? EIP is Enterprise Integration Pattern, and these are design patterns for use of enterprise application integration and message oriented middleware in the form of a pattern language. So objective will be understand EIP patterns using Apache Camel code. In a previous video tutorial, we created a simple Apache Camel application that sends file contents to ActiveMQ. We'll be using the same code here to show the various EIPs. So this was the code that we did in a previous tutorial. Here we send the contents of a file located at C input folder to JMS to ActiveMQ queue. So for this, let me start the ActiveMQ. So whatever are the contents at this location, it will go to JMS queue. So the username is admin, password is also admin by default for ActiveMQ. So this was the queue that gets created, Java in use. For more details you can have a look at my previous tutorial. So we'll be modifying this route throughout to understand the various EIPs. So let's start. The EIPs that we are going to cover are splitter, content based router, message filter, recipient list, and the wiretap pattern. So let's begin with the splitter. Currently we are using the split already in this route. So what it does is, whatever is the content here in C input folder, it splits it on the basis of this token, that is new line, and then it sends it to this queue. So let's have a look at this again. So in my input folder currently there is no input, no content. The application is running. We'll just stop this application. In the queue currently there are 4 messages. So we'll create a text file here. 1, 2, 3. So what a splitter pattern does is, based on the token, our token in this scenario is /n, it will split this file and then send it send each split content to the queue. So here it will be split into 3 parts, 1, 2 and 3. So 3 new messages more will be added to the queue when we run this. Let's test this. Okay, so this file is consumed. So see, so now the total number of messages are 7, so 3 more are added. So this is the splitter EIP. Next we'll have a look at content based router. For content based router, we'll make use of the code reference here given at my site javainuse.com. So we have already looked at the splitter pattern. Now we'll look at content based router. A content based router inspects the content of a message and routes it to another channel based on the content of the message. So it is just like an if else loop that will run in Camel to check the contents, and accordingly the route gets executed. Using such route enables a message producer to send messages to a single channel and leave it to the content based router to inspect messages and route them to the proper destination. So we'll just copy this route here. and then we'll understand here what it does. So let's see what it does. It takes whatever the content here, splits it again, and then after splitting it calls another route. This route is named as direct::test. So it comes here. Here, using the choice element, it checks that what are the contents of the message, and accordingly it will try to route it to the queue. So if the message contains Java in use 1, then it will send it to Java in use 1 queue, a queue named Java in use 1. If the content contains the word Java in use 2, then it will send it to the queue Java in use 2. Similarly, it will send it to the queue Java in use 3, else it will send it to the queue otherwise. So we'll stop this application. We'll create some content here. Suppose 1, 2, Java in use 1, Java in use 2, Java in use 3. So what will now happen is 4 new queues will be created. Java in use 1, Java in use 2, Java in use 3, and the other content will go to a queue named otherwise. Let's check this. We'll start the application. Refresh this. So as you can see here, 4 new queues have been created. In otherwise we have 2 messages. So our content based route is working properly. Depending on the content, it routes it to the specific queue. Next we'll have look at the EIP pattern recipient list. So recipient list is a content based router that allows us to route a message to the current system based on the message content. The currently whatever previous messages that we have seen, it was previously only decided that if the message contained some content, it should go to a particular queue. But suppose at runtime we have to decide the name of the queue depending on the content of the message. That time recipient list will be used. It decides at runtime what all should be the recipient of this message. So in this example what we have done is, we'll first copy this. So as in the previous examples, we take the contents of the input folder, split it, and then pass it to the route direct::test. Now here in direct::test route we have written a processor. What this processor does is, whatever is the message in the exchange, it stores it in the recipient. Using this string we have created a queue name JMS::queue, and whatever the message that was stored here, we create a recipient queue. Recipient queue, we add this to the header variable queue, and in the end we just write recipient list and get the variable queue from the header that we had said before. So it will get forwarded to this particular location. So at runtime we have decided what all recipients should be there. Multiple recipients can be specified in this recipient list. Let's try this out. So here we'll create a new text document test, and here I'll just write 1, 2. So 2 new queues will get created, and their name will be 1 and 2. In one message will go, into 2 message will go. So let's run this application. It has been consumed. So 2 new queues have been created, because in the recipient list we passed a queue name as 1 and queue name 2. So now let's have a look at the last EIP pattern that we are going to see. It is the wiretap pattern. It allows us to route messages to separate locations while they are being forwarded to the ultimate destination. So the same message, it will get forwarded to 2 different destinations. So we'll copy this and then we'll see what it does. So here again, whatever the contents in this input folder, it splits it and then it sends it to direct test 1. Here it comes. Here we are assuming that suppose some unwanted thing happens to the message due to we'll check some conditions, then that message it is to be routed to JMS queue named as dead letter queue, as well as to another route for processing. We'll just write a sys out here. Now let's run this. Yeah, it's a dead letter queue. So we write anything test. We'll run this. Dead letter queue, the message has been sent to this. As well, we'll see that a test has been printed here. So the same message, it got routed to the queue as well as to this route. I hope you have understood the EIP patterns. For the code required to run this particular examples, you can have it from here, integrate Apache Camel and ActiveMQ. Here I have given the source code. Thanks.